we are celebrating Disney's 100th year anniversary by showing off their characters. So, let's start with Coco. I'm going to move all the non-Coco characters to the side real quick so we can show off these amazing new characters that Disney came up with. I really like all these new characters. Let's start with Miguel. They used the standard guitar, but I think that looks really cool with him, especially it's just like the movie in every way. And I really like that they did like the bone, like basically like he's a skeleton. I like how they have the hood, like they took the time to actually put a hood on instead of just do a printed hood or something, or not do a hood at all. I like that they did the hood. And on the dog, I think it's adorable. He has his little tongue out. And now for Ernesto, I really like the all white that they did. I really like that they really took the time and did the printing on his shirt, his legs, his arms, his hat, his guitar. And I like how they reprinted the guitar and just made an entirely new like mold. Not mold, but like design. Actually, yes, entirely new mold, because this is like a bone. So they actually took the time to do an entirely new mold just for this character. And I think it looks great. Now let's do Lilo and Stitch. They only did one character from this movie. I wish they had like more characters, like Lilo would be cool, but we got Stitch with the 4 arms. I think it's pretty cool. They did like a molding where it's not like it just sits there, like you actually have it moving. And you can put things in the hand, which I didn't expect, but it looks really cool. And they put printing on the arms. And I really am happy about getting a new Stitch, because then it's just easier to get a Stitch if you want a Stitch than trying to get the Stitch from the first series, which I still want, but I think this Stitch is pretty cool, honestly. Like, I've been wanting a Stitch. Adorable. So, let's move on to the movie Robin Hood. Let's start with Robin Hood themselves. We have the Fox Robin Hood with their cool little hat and bow and arrow. The hat is attached to the minifigure head, and it's not a hat, it's just the head, but you take the red thing off. So this was a small piece that came with it. You just stick on the hat. And they have a little bitty tail just for the fox. And I think that's cool instead of doing a printed tail. I think it's cool that they did like the piece for the tail. And the bow and arrow, always cool. I think it's perfect. I think they nailed this character. They did pretty good. Let's do Prince John. Prince John looks really cool too. I like how they did the cape for him. Like they just did the cape, which is cool, and it matches his whole like shirt and stuff. Well, his shirt. And they have like the bag, they have some coins, which I'm gonna hold the coin up right here so you can see it. It's that golden Lego piece, and same with his crown. See, you get that like gold one, which is much better in my opinion than the yellow when you're trying to do gold. But I really like the crown. That's really cool. Looks really cool on him. So that's the movie Robin Hood. Now, let's do Cruella de Vil. I think she looks really cool. And I like that they added a little bitty puppy to go with it. Honestly, it's adorable. I really wanted a Dalmatian that was like tiny. And I think it's cool that they brought it with her. This is an extra piece. I just put it on because... But we also have another cape. It's just another printing of Prince John. But I think they did cool. And I like how she just has like, it looks like she's wearing a fur coat. Like they just did the printing of the fur coat. And I like her red boots. I like how they parted her hair and did the both colors. And they really nailed it on her and her puppy. On that whole character. It's just awesome. Let's do Mickey and then we'll do Oswald. So with Mickey, this is cool. So you can get the normal Mickey, all the, but they've never done a sorcerer Mickey. I really like that they included the broom and the bucket. Not just one, but you got the broom and the bucket. And the head. The head's really cool. It's not like the normal Mickey head or something, but you get the hat with it, which looks awesome. And you get his sorcerer cape, you get the little shoes, and it's just so cute. And the bucket, if you wanted to, it didn't come like this, but if you wanted to, you could take a 1x2, or no, a 1x1 little stud and put it there, and it looks like water. Now, like I said, on to Oswald. So, I don't know much about this character, so I'm gonna do what I know. I really like that they did his ears. They are like popped up, and he just looks like Oswald. And I think they really did good. And they have his little accessory, Oswald Act 2, Take 1. So that's Oswald. Who shall we do next? Let's see. Let's do Aurora. So I know they've made Aurora in like the doll form in Lego. I don't know. They may have done one like in the minifigure form. I don't know. But if not, I think this is really cool. And really, I like that they did the dress like this instead of like figure legs. I like that they did her dress like this, just like they did Tiana. I like how they did the dress like this. And another owl. It's adorable. You get the little beak, and they did a lot of good printing on this. I really like this. Speaking of Tiana, let's do her. So they put a lot of printing on the dress, and it looks great. I think they nailed it looking like a dress. And they did this again where they used the curved piece. Looks awesome. And her and Aurora both have this crown. Aurora's is in gold, hers is in green, and she has a little froggy. And then they also have Tiana's place right here. So that's Tiana. Okay, so now we have the doctor, and we have his staff, we have his hat, we also have his little thingy, and that is the doctor. They also have a lot of printing for his top. So I forgot to say this, but they did the little like things there, and they just nailed him. One of my personal favorites right here is Pocahontas. I love that they added these like leaf pieces. They're really odd colors. You don't usually see these colors in leaf pieces, so having them in these colors is really cool. And she's just beautiful with her hair. I think her hair turned out awesome, how they have it like blowing in the wind. And again, with the top and the legs, nailed it. You can see her little necklace and her like shorts, and they even have arm printing right here where they have the like stuff on her. And I think she just turned out beautifully. So she is one of my favorites. And now for Mulan. Again, great character. I like the pink ribbon. They did a lot of detail on her top, like her torso. And with Mulan, they nailed it. And I like how you get a really cool sword. I don't see swords like that all the time. And the bug, one of my favorite parts of Mulan. You get the little bug, you get like in a jar, but look how cute the bug is. It's so cute. So that's Mulan, and I think, yeah, you can have her as a smiley face or an angry face. Next is Pinocchio. One thing I really like about this character, I'm going to show it right here, is they actually put a nose on the character. Most minifigures, actually almost all minifigures, don't have a nose. They do, but do they? No, most minifigures don't have a nose. So they made the nose there, and it looks really good. Really, it really does. And they put a lot of detail. They have a really cool hat. Like the hat and hair are the same piece. And the fish is adorable too. He's got his little fishy in the jar. So you got 4 more. The fourth one is Baymax. I don't know much about this character, but it looked really, really cool. The arms are different from normal figure arm. They're like bigger, and I think that looks really cool. And you just don't have a hairpiece, which makes it really look like Baymax. And you've got his little board and his little charging plug. So, and all the like printing on his arms, his legs, his torso, his face looks awesome. Next is Jiminy Cricket. So, Jiminy, he has a really tall hat, and this looks really cool. Same with the umbrella. Looks really cool. I haven't really seen an umbrella in this like magenta shade. Looks really awesome. And his cape, also really cool. I like how it's just kind of there, but it's not floating around. He's got his little jacket and his boots and his face. And you got Jiminy Cricket with his gloves. Next, 2 more. Both of them are evil queens. Speaking of evil queens, it's the evil queen herself with her double cape. Looks really cool. You got the black on the outside and the red on the inside. And I like how they did her face and her crown. Like, it looks like it just kind of sits on her head, but actually, this is part of her head. You just kind of have that. They did it to where it makes it look like that. Sometimes hard to get on, but they did that and it looks really cool. They have her cape, they have her little like gown thing, and they also did magic mirror. And I like how they did it as a brick head. Oh, magic mirror, doesn't this figure look awesome? Last but not least, Queen of Hearts. She looks really cool. Just like they did in the minifigure series, they used the queen kind of like gown piece like this, and it looks really cool. And how they kind of mixed up with the colors, like black on one side, red on one side, and then black on the other and red on the other. Looks really cool. And her hairpiece, I really think it's cool that they have this little red thing coming out, just like the movie. And they have her cute little crown and her heart staff. Time for my overall review about these characters. I think you get so many new Disney characters for the Disney 100th anniversary. I think they introduced so many good new characters. It's so worth it to try to get the whole set. You get new characters like Stitch with 4 arms, you get Pinocchio, you get Baymax. There's so many new characters you get. It's awesome. I've been looking forward to this all year. And really, more Disney characters, the better. I love Disney, so I think more Disney characters is awesome. There's not really anything I'm mad about with this. It's just awesome. And that was our Disney 100th anniversary minifigure set. See you next time.